You got a Murphy switch on here. Yeah, those are always scary whether they work. Hate to turn the camera off because I'm gonna miss the fire up. Turbocharger. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ben, and my channel is here to help you get the confidence you need to do it yourself. And so today we're working on my 860 Massey combine. This combine's been sitting for a few years. I bought it when I was doing some farming a few years back, and then it's kind of been sitting because it wasn't getting used much. And I decided it's probably time to get it ready for sale because it's not going to do anything and it's just deteriorating. So it may as well go to somebody that might be able to use it. So we need to get it started. So that's going to be the first project here today. This is a combine revival. It's not quite as cool as an Oldsmobile, but here we go. Nice thing about diesel power, once you got fuel, got compression, you're cranking enough, should go. Seeing fuel come out of there. So phase one of the getting the combine going is not going as expected, but that's kind of normal. So these old Perkins Diesels in the Massey combine weren't the best infrastructure for getting fuel up to the engine, and the tank is really low and the motor's up here, so it's a real pain. But we got a little dynamite fluid, diesel fuel covered and everything, wrenches that don't fit. It's going good. But we're just ready to crank her over and see if we get another shot of ether and see if we can get it fired. So. Trickier on these old diesels, you want to get that smokestack. You want to get that thing. If you get the little smoky smoke coming out of the exhaust pipe, you're probably a lot closer to getting it fired, but so far we have minimal smoke. Underneath the turbocharger you got this little, there's this guy here, hand pump, and you prime your pump there. So that's basically the only way you got to do it. It's a really dumb idea. I don't know why you'd put it underneath the turbocharger where it's hot and there's always exhaust burning your arms, but because that's always inherently where you want when you run out of fuel is when it's hot. But anyway, that's where the pump is down there. So all that to say that there's really no reason this thing shouldn't run. Does ether lose power over time? I don't know. Oh, that sounds better. What is with that fan? There's a little leak up here. 100% right. Tightening this up. Welcome to Farm Fix. Oh, that's sounding better. Let's go, Perkins. Fire and all! That's not in the hole. It's trying. It's trying really hard. Did you hear that? Still no smoke. Come on, Perkins. We got smoke. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Fire and all. Almost. It fired. Everybody on camera saw it. It fired. It was slow, but it fired. Sassy Massey, here we go. It fired. Did you hear it? It fired. Everybody in the comments. That's not a fire. That's a fire. You just don't say nothing, okay? Shoot. Hate to turn the camera off because I'm going to miss the fire up. Guaranteed. Okay. Element 1622 of the Sassy Massey. So on these Perkins Diesels, pretty much any old diesel, the big thing is getting the fuel to your injection pump, which is right here, and through your lines into your ejectors, right? So always the biggest challenge. On these little Perkins, there's, see that in there, but there's a little set screw, and you got to loosen that, and you loosen this guy, and basically you got to try and get fuel to here in the injection pump so you know that's filled up. If you go back a couple of steps, you got a Murphy switch on here. I don't know if they all come like that or not, but this one does. Yeah, those are always scary whether they work. You got filters down here. I always crack the tops. You see fluid bleeding down. Should be good. Get the air out of there. Comes in through out of the filter housing into the Murphy switch up here, and then into your injection pump. So you basically got to kind of walk the fluid along to try and get it from here to here to here and get it through the injectors. And so I got fuel kind of leaking out of all the injector lines. I feel like that's it. If you're wondering where the heck do I actually get the fuel up there, is there a pump or do we do electric pump? If you can set these things up with an electric pump, in my opinion, that's the best way. That's the way we've done it in the past. It works a lot better. Okay, so on these 860s, when you're trying to get fuel up to the top, like that little pumper thing that I showed you on top there is a joke. Literally a joke. So what we ended up doing, and this is just a clicky-clack, cheap electric fuel pump. And if I was going to keep this combine, I would permanently mount this on there. But we just kind of jimmy rigged it in there to get fuel out of the tank up to the top. My 8820 John Deere actually has one of these built in from the factory. So what was wrong with the Massey people? Too many answers, I know, so don't worry about that. But anyway, this is the best way to get that fuel up to the top when you're trying to get that injection pump timed and primed and ready to go. So anyway, try that. Okay, so all else fails, you get out the electric pump and see lots of fuel coming in there now. Crack the injectors again. Okay, and rotator, see if we can get some fuel coming out of them injectors. None so yet. No, you shouldn't be using pliers to do this. Arm fixes. Arm fixes. Holy, we got fuel coming out of there like a banshee. There we go. Compressor is going to garbage. Lots of fuel. 9016 so oh. Let's try this. Well, always remember, push in the fuel shut off. For goodness sake. One injector alive. Every cotton pick inside the range. Fire action. That's a lot better. Fuel coming out of there. Torqued. Fire in the hole. Go, Massey, go. I can hate on these combines, man. I love the way they sound. Honestly, I really hate these combines for multiple reasons, but man, they sound good. I love that Perkins power. So the old Sassy Masseys, a little sassy. Always remember to keep this the knob. Pull that, shuts fuel out, obviously. You want to drive these little buggers? Put you right there in the driver's seat. Right there in the driver's seat. As long as I don't go in reverse and drive over my truck. We gotta move somewhere. The brake works on this thing? Probably not. Away she goes. Here we go. Sassy Massey. Power to drive, man. Power to drive. point being my problem anyway. Take those guys up after. Talk about an air intake, eh? So I guess at the end of the day, that would be how you start a 860 Massey. So the Sassy Classy Massey is rolling again. It's probably going to go for the sale block. If anybody's interested, you let me know. Otherwise, check out some of the links in the description for things that might help you if you're getting started. An old 860 combine or something else that's old and diesel. Might be some tips to help you there. So everybody had a good time driving it around. Sad, but not at all to see it go. Although I do love the sound of the Perkins, so that's pretty awesome. So anyway, enjoy the montage of driving it around. So.